How to communicate with a man without chasing him. Men and women like to talk about themselves and their hobbies, and of course, most of us do not have any interest in these issues, but we hear them because we like him or because we love him. However, when your turn comes to start a conversation, it gets more difficult because men are not as good as women disguising their boredom, they just stop listening. That's why we bring you 5 tips on how to communicate with a man without chasing him. 1. Ask the right questions. Women already know that asking questions is the only way to stimulate conversation. But if your man answers your questions with short answers, it is not because your partner has stage fright, the problem is how you ask him the questions. When making an open question, it requires more from who is going to answer it, because it brings more information from your man and therefore encourages him to communicate more deeply. 2. Be patient with mail times. Everyone knows that we speak 3 times more words than men per day. Especially if the talk is entertaining, and we accelerate and do not stop. As men are not equipped to talk, it takes them twice as long to formulate something to say. Let him think. Do not insist that he speaks more, because that way he will close, as it costs him a lot expressing what he wants to say. 3. Show interest in him, rather than expect him to be interested in your stuff. You have to keep in mind that it costs him a lot to show interest in your stuff, so you have no other choice than showing interest for his. 4. Talk to him about concrete things that require action. Men are action takers, competitive, always looking for results and solutions. That's why you should not talk about feelings, hopes and sensations, but things that need to be resolved with action. 5. Be his partner, not his mother or teacher. Many times he starts talking and you begin to correct him for how he says such a thing or because he says it wrong. Would you like your man to tell you how to do something better and what went wrong? No, right? To answer your question how to communicate with a man without chasing him, click the book image on the right, or the link in the description below and download it free now, and please subscribe to this channel and share this video with others.